Way to start.
I mean, we don't have to put it in the video.
Well, actually, you're still recording.
Well, I mean, I can still edit it.
Yeah, right.
Alright, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, fellas, this is Rabbe speaking.
And I'm Chan Man.
And we are doing a new
What's new? That is right. We are back. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
We are back. So, before we get to this, we wanted to apologize that we actually skipped on the fall of 2024 for anime What's New because we've just been busy. I actually just moved into a new place, actually, so I've been busy with that. And you had your book, of course.
Yep, and just other stuff too. So I just got a new computer as well. If you're watching this video, I mean, maybe I've installed it already by the time this video is uploaded, but either way though, so I just cannot wait to work with this because my laptop has been a slow bitch. So.
Way to put it. But yeah, we just wanted to say we're sorry about being lacking on this, but now hopefully we'll be back with some newer content in the future. But like I said, that'll be later on. But we wanted to at least try to get back into the theme of our whole What's New series because I enjoyed this series. It's one where we can just look at the new animes, talk about it, and just give our own honest opinions on it.
Yeah, and it's just crazy though that we're getting to the winter. Because let's be honest, when it's winter time, if you live in like northern states or whatever, northern countries, territories, whatever you live in, we all face the winter.
Exactly.
Like we all face the winter, and whenever it's all snowing outside and everything, we stay in our houses and we watch anime.
So now that that's out of the way, now we can talk about the new series. And we are going to be talking about the Winter 2025. I cannot believe, the funny thing with 2025, we're going to be 30.
And we're halfway through the century of the 2020s.
Exactly. But enough about our old age. Let's get to the new age.
Hey, we're not old. We're just not younger as we used to be.
We are unique. That's what.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm always glad that we were born in 1995 because of all the shows we grew up with.
Exactly. But yes, so we are going to be using our usual chart of livechart.me. The description will be in the description as always. And we had all the series from the past, and now we're just going to be talking about the new stuff. So let's get to it.
And the first one is the Solo Leveling Season 2, Arise from the Shadow.
Yep, that's right. This is the second season of this.
Have you seen Solo Leveling?
No, I have not.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, because it's a new series. It's a season 2, so we won't.
Okay, sorry guys.
Alright, but it's kind of a brief one. But the first one I'm going to talk about, and I'm very excited for this one. So the first series I'm going to talk about is season 2 of The 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You, season 2. Now, the first thing I'm going to explain is we did talk about this in one of the previous What's New series, like almost a year ago. And at first I was very skeptical because I didn't get too much into the info of this. But then I actually read it, I watched it. Oh my god, dude. The only thing I will tell you about it, it is a guilty pleasure. It is another one of my guilty pleasures, and I love this to death. It's so good. And I'm glad that it's also done by Bibury Animation Studio, which is the same studio that actually did the first season here. So thankfully it's actually the same series animation studio that's doing this.
Please do not text me when we're doing a video. Alright, so I'll just put my phone on silent, guys.
Yeah. So just to describe this, so it's a comedy, harem, parody, romance, school, all that stuff. And so let me briefly explain it. So what it is, it entitles this kid, his name is Rentaro. And he actually got rejected over 100 times by a lot of girls back in his high school. And so one day he actually goes to one of the wishing fountains, makes a wish that he can one day find his ideal soulmate. And so God actually responds to him and gives him that power. So now the first sight he makes, actually, that's his first soulmate, which will be his like destined lover and stuff like that, the person he'll be with forever. However, God made a mistake, and so instead of having one soulmate, he made it to where he'll have over 100 soulmates.
Uh-oh.
Exactly. So that's why it's a harem, because it's going to be one of the biggest harems ever to hold. And so, right now with the series, in the manga, I don't remember the exact number because it's been a little bit since I've read it, but in this new season, he's actually going to get 5 new soulmates. Because first season, he actually has 6. So now he's going to have 11 within the entirety of season 2.
So it's like soulmate of the week.
Something like that, yes, exactly. And it only done by once he looks into a girl's eyes, and then they just instantly fall, which is the power that God gave him. So technically, it's like a superpower that one stared at her, and she's mine, and she like loves him and everything. Like, so like the first 6 girls were very unique. One was like a major dense, but she was like beautiful. The other's a tsundere. The third was, which is my favorite, his name is Shizuka, she's very, very shy. She does not talk. And how she communicates with people, the boy actually put the modern dictionary into an app for her, so every time she types in a word, she actually says that. Then the fourth is like a super cute, like smart girl who's very like secretly secure about herself but honest. The fifth is a girl who, no joke, she loves drugs. She's like the head of the science club, and she loves drugs.
Oh, wrong drugs, guys.
Exactly. So she has this drug that actually makes her into like a young kid to do experiments, and then goes back to her like a teenage age. It's very weird. And then the 6th final girl from the end of the series was the first girlfriend's mother.
The first girlfriend's mother.
Yep. So now basically the 6th girlfriend that soulmate he has is his first girlfriend's mother, like her actual blood mother.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very weird, but
I'll talk about this one. Now, I've only seen the first few episodes of this, and I gotta watch more of this. But
yeah,
it's very intriguing with how many people love this series so far, and that is the Apothecary Diaries. I can't pronounce that right. Apothecary Diaries Season 2.
I'm surprised they made a second season, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, even though I've never seen it.
The animation, like, just looks fantastic.
Well, yeah, it's Toho animation.
Toho animation and
I think, yeah, because there's some series nowadays that there's 2 different studios doing this, so. But it really does look unique.
It is pretty unique. It's just one of those animes where, I mean, of course, we have a lot of shows that have a female protagonist, but this one, what's so different about Meow Meow, whatever her name is.
Meow
Meow is that she just, like, she's more of a character that is more into, like, she's more like a detective, and more like she's using Battle of the Minds. So, and lately I've been into stuff like that where instead of about fighting, it's more about just trying to solve situations where how do I get myself out of this, or how do I take down that person.
So it's almost like Detective Conan, but it's more in the ancient Arrow time.
It's like, they say it's ancient China or a fictionalized version of ancient China. It's like that though.
Right.
But anyway, though, the reason why I go to the season 1 page is because I want to talk about the synopsis. So Mamo lived in a peaceful life with her apothecary father. I keep mispronouncing that word.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Until one day she sold as a lonely servant to the emperor's palace, but she wasn't meant for a compliant life among royalty. So when imperial heirs fall ill, she decides to step in and find a cure. This catches the eye of Jinshi, who is this guy. I actually pronounced the name right, guys.
Nice.
A handsome palace official who promotes her. Now she's making a name for herself, solving medical mysteries.
Nice.
This show, I am so glad it got a season 2. It's something you don't normally get for an anime or just a lot of other shows in general, but
especially being a light novel.
But then again, a lot of animes are about Battle of the Minds, where the characters are just trying to be smart about trying to save the day rather than just punch, kick, and whatever, like some shonen protagonist, like Dr. Stone. That's Battle of the Minds, sort of. Promise Neverland. What else? Those are like, Death Note. Not that he was a good guy, obviously, but it was still intriguing and thrilling, suspenseful, and that's how I feel with this series. Like if you're getting tired of the fighting and just want if you want more of a more complex protagonist, where the protagonist just has to find the way out of things by using their brains, Mao Mao is your protagonist. Trust me, she is just amazing, and I will definitely get back into that series. I mean, it's ancient China too, or something like ancient China. So I mean, the setting is quite unique for an anime. So I recommend you check this out, guys.
This is gonna be awesome.
Sakamoto Days. I've only seen a couple chapters of this, and if you don't know, as you can see, it's a manga, and based off a pretty successful manga series.
It really is. And it's also done by TMS Entertainment, which is a good studio, so.
So yeah, this is probably gonna be on Netflix. Ooh.
Oh, okay, that explains the high quality, so.
So yeah, and this main character, Toro Sakamoto.
Yeah.
He looks a lot like Chandler.
Thank you.
Like, I would love it if Chandler cosplayed as this guy.
Just like,
Like, come on, guys, can't you just picture Chandler as Sakamoto?
Anyway, why don't you read this so that way they understand.
Okay, so Taro Sakamoto was a legendary hitman, considered the greatest of all time. Bad guys feared him, assassins revered him, but then one day he quit. He got married and had a baby, aka the end of his life. Just kidding.
Yep.
He's now living the quiet life as the owner of a neighborhood store. But how long can Sakamoto enjoy his days of retirement before his past catches up to him? So I'll let you add something.
Yeah. Okay, so the first thing I do want to mention, I think I actually was the one didn't I show you this? I think introduce you to this, or did you introduce it to me?
I don't know, but I just remember people talking about it, so either way,
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna just check it out and see what it was like. Did I do a video on this one?
I think maybe you briefly talked about it one time.
Yeah, it was like a first impression video.
Yeah, it was a first impression you actually did. I think that might still be on there, but
yeah.
So to brief it up, different from what we said, think about it as kind of like Spy Family, except you're at that point in your life where you're like, I'm done with this. It's also like the same with The Way of the House Husband, because The Way of the House Husband was the guy, he was a Yakuza member, but then he quit and became a house husband. So now he no longer does that stuff. But now, in this way, the guy's, he's done with that. He wants to kind of live more of a peaceful life. And, he got married, he stopped, and then he decided to have a chill life. But then, once time comes, it's just like, then your past starts to haunt you because, like, oh yeah, I remember you used to do this back then, like 10 years, 20 years ago. And he was like, no, I'm done with that. This is my life now. And then, for some miraculous reason, now he still has the skills, even though he looks like what he looks like now. And now he's just back to being the whole assassin guy and just stopping it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it seemed like, I thought it was pretty cool, and like just seeing this dude who you wouldn't suspect as an assassin, but it turns out is something that more than meets the eye.
Exactly.
So I mean, it's just one of those. I've only seen the first couple chapters, and it seemed action-packed, but also lighthearted, like Spy Family.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong, because, Spy Family, I've read a lot of those chapters. Sakamoto Days, I haven't, like I said before, but it seemed like it had that vibe, and so if you're someone that, enjoys Spy Family, at least the first couple chapters, this one kind of gives you the same feel, where you're definitely going to have a good time with the action, but you're not going to take it like that seriously. And this definitely looks like Chandler's cup of tea.
Thank you. Okay. So the next one I want to talk about is this one, which is the Quintessential Quintuplet Special number 2. Now, if some of you don't know me, I have watched all of the Quintessential Quintuplets. I have read them. I read all of them. I've watched the series. I've even watched the movie, and I actually like it. It's different, but it's fun. But it's fun to watch. And this is done by Bibury Animation Studio, which is the same studio that's doing the 100 Girlfriends. And this was actually before it was another studio doing the original quintuplets, but then they switched to a different studio and they made the characters way much better, in my opinion. But if you don't know what it is, let me read the synopsis and I'll give you a better idea. Futaro, who successfully guided the academical struggling and study-adverse quintuplets as their part-time tutor until their graduation. Though each achieved their dreams and walked their own paths, it seems they each carry some worries. Amidst this, Futaro, which is the main boy who is the tutor and taught them all, Futaro and the quintuplets plan a Hawaii trip doubling as their honeymoon. Just as preparations were going smoothly, an incident occurred, causing a great panic. And even in Hawaii, their honeymoon destination, they find themselves caught up in troubles. A 500% adorable quintuplet romantic comedy, The Honeymoon Edition. So, what it means by that, they're at the point right now where actually Futaro, which is the main character, he actually married one of the quintuplets. I'm not gonna tell you who because that's spoilers.
Even if you told me the name, I wouldn't know who that is.
Okay, her name's Yotsuba. And you know how I've had a member like this. So there's 5. There's Miku, Nino, Ichika, and then Nino. Sorry, there's Nino, Miku, Yotsuba, Itsuki, Ichika. You know how long I've had to memorize those 5 damn names?
Ichika is like the one I remember the most because Ichigo.
Okay, okay, let's have a little quiz. Which one of these 5 is Ichika? You tell me.
Edie, meanie. I'm just kidding, guys.
No.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with this pink-haired girl.
This one?
Yeah.
Nope, it's this one.
I was gonna think about that.
This one's Nino. That one's Itsuki. That one's Nino. That one's Miku. That one's Yotsuba, which is the girl he married, and that's Ichika. Yeah, I've had to really practice a lot.
I can see that.
So basically, this is not a long series. It's only gonna be a couple episodes because it's a special, which means specials only have like 1 or 2 little episodes. So
yeah,
this
it's like an OVA.
Yeah, so this is more like extra content for the quintuplets, which I'm happy they're doing because each one is very unique in their own way, and I love that they all had like a war on trying to see which one do I want to be with, which one gets Futaro. So, and then they just slowly devise that relationship with each other, understanding each other, but they're still sisters, they still love each other. They all may be different, but they're the same person, and they still all try to be together as much as they can.
So if you're thirsty for more of this, then you know where to go.
Exactly. Yeah. But no, I definitely enjoy it. I think it's fun.
Dr. Stone, Science, Future. So this is like another special, like OVA or whatever?
Sort of. So I'll explain it a little bit because I know a little bit. So,
yeah, that's why I want you to explain it.
So right now with Dr. Stone, obviously the manga for it already ended, like I think a year ago. So the series is so complete. So right now at this point, they're actually still cruising around the world, seeing if like other places are still in stone and all that. And now they get to this one destination where they're actually a little bit more futuristic. Like they have like drones and machine guns and stuff, and they're attacking Senku and the main gang. So now they're trying just to get to the point where they're trying to still discover the world, see if everybody's still in stone, all that. And now it's just becoming a war now because the 2 in the back, they're like geniuses, and now Senku's trying to compete against their genius with his genius. That's kind of why Science Future is kind of the title of it, but it's done by the same studio, Team S Entertainment. They've been doing Dr. Stone since 2019, honestly, and it's amazing to me that they've had so many specials, great seasons. I've been personally enjoying it. Like, I'm still a little bit behind on it, but it's such a unique style. Because you're in the Stone Age, but yeah, you're using futuristic knowledge. And I love that. I love that it's very unique to that. And yes, the manga for it did end, but I'm hoping that if they do it correctly, as long as they do it like the way they didn't do it Promised Neverland, I think this is gonna be great.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you guys know, but Promised Neverland, the manga for it did end as well, But in the anime for season 2, they cut off so much of the manga.
They sure did.
They cut off so much of the manga that they just went to the straight up to the where it's at the end.
Yeah, no, like, the first season was just so good.
The first season was fantastic. The second season, just read the manga.
Yeah.
That's what I highly recommend. Now, this one I saw, I have to talk about this, and this is Far Magia. Now,
Fairy Tail?
No, thanks for spoiling. So basically, if you guys don't know what this is, I mean, I know a little bit about it, but I didn't hear much about it.
That's Natsu.
Yeah, exactly. So, what this is, basically, the animation looks familiar because this is done by the same art style as Fairy Tail. And if a lot of you know me from the years you've seen me on the channel, I'm a diehard Fairy Tail / Hiro Mashima fan. I love his work. I think it's great. And
Eden Zero. Don't forget Eden Zero.
Eden Zero, Rave Master, even the new one, Deadrock as well. But yeah, so the reason why, this is actually based off a game. I never played the game. I don't know why.
Well, you're not a big video game guy.
Yeah, I'm not a big video game guy, but the thing I'm happy about is this is done by Studio Bridge, which is a different studio than JC Staff, so I am happy. So, no offense to JC Staff. I don't have a problem with you guys. It's just, I wish it was done by someone else, but I'm glad this is done by a different studio. So, let me read the synopsis so you understand. In Felicidad, farmers known as the Far Magia raise monsters under the peaceful rule of the Magus Dilucumo. After the Magus passes, a power struggle erupts among forces using monsters to seize control. In the town of Sentinveld, Far Magia 10 and his friends band together against the despotic new ruler Glaza. 10, his friends, and their homegrown monsters must stay strong to defend their freedom. So, in a way, this is basically humans, they're raising monsters to be, their friends and, help them out and all that.
Pokemon.
It's kind of like Pokemon, yes. It's kind of like almost in the sense of Pokemon, but, they're teaming up together with monsters where, usually the monsters you always have to defeat and kill. This one, you get to raise them, be friends with them, and tag along with them, and they help you out. And I love the style for it. It's fresh, it's clean, it's nice. And I love anything that involves anything with Hiro Mashima.
Because you know that Hiro Mashima is a horny man who likes to create girls with big breasts. He did say that though, like in an interview.
Yeah.
Like he did say that he read
did.
some things and that inspired him to create his ecchi fan servicey characters. So that's why, guys, no matter what you read from Hiro Mashima, it's always gonna be fan service. And if you like that,
I mean, yes, the fan service is good too, but again, this is one of those series where I don't really care about the fan service too much. It's just more I care about the story about it, because I still respect the power of friendship from the interview he did, I still respect the magic aspect, the adventure, all that, the friends you make, all that, Like, there are some series I do look at the fan service for the fan service, like the 100 Girlfriends, obviously, that's what I do. But this one, I look at more of, like, what I think of the characters, the story, and all that. Because that's why I love Eden Zero so much. I read all of the manga. I mean, yes, the ending could have been a T-bit, but endings are usually tough these days when it comes to manga series.
For Fairy Tail?
No, for Eden Zero.
I haven't gotten to... I've only read, like, the first, like, couple 20, whatever.
Well, like I said, it's just what I enjoy, but...
You didn't like the ending of Eden Zero, though?
It was okay, but that's a discussion for another time. But like I said, I still love the series. I think it's just what's tough with manga most of the days is endings, because it's hard to find a good ending. Like, the only good ending I remember that was the most memorable was the Assassination Classroom one.
That was a pretty good ending.
Yeah.
I gotta rewatch that one, guys.
And I'm not gonna don't include this video, but there is actually a project that's going on with Assassination Classroom, actually.
Really?
It's been 10 years. 10 years since the anime, and they're doing a special project for it.
Oh, I thought you meant like an idea for your video.
No, I didn't want to mention it. I'm not talking about it in this video, but they're actually doing something for Assassination Classroom.
I don't know what it is. I hope they're not planning on remaking that anime.
Yeah.
Because, like, it was perfect. And I don't want to go off the topic too much, guys, but if you haven't seen Assassination Classroom, go watch it.
Yeah. But no, this one, Farmagia, I'm definitely going to give this a try. I'm definitely going to give this a watch. I'll try to look into the game if I feel like it, but again, I don't play games a lot, but yeah, but I'm happy at least there another Fairy Tail variant is coming, and I hope that more will be invented. But anyway, we wanted to say thank you guys for watching. Like I said, we're trying to get this done as early as we can, but I'm happy that we got the chance to talk about Pop these.
Yeah, and let us know in the comments down below on what you're looking forward to, because, like, we already mentioned some really good ones. Let us know. And so, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if there's an anime that you missed, just, again, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, are you looking forward to seeing someone get 100 waifus? Are you looking forward to a girl solving medical mysteries? Are you excited about Fairy Tail not being Fairy Tail
exactly.
with Pokemon? Just let us know in the comments down below.
Exactly.
But there are some good ones, though, here.
Definitely. But anyway, thank you guys for watching.
Alright, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and thanks for watching. Did I already say that?
I think you did, but anyway.
Well, you know we're grateful.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm Rob A.
I'm Jan Man.
And may the Anime Force be
with you.